capping it off. Been very nice and clean coming out of there. Boom, going straight down into the keg. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. It's been a heck of a week, but yeah. As you saw in the beginning, I have kegged up the Goose Island IPA. You saw the finishing gravity on that was about 1015, and that brings me up to, I was supposed to hit 1017. That was my target. I got about 1015, so that puts it about 6.1 actually instead of the 5.9% ABV. But that's okay. I got a sample right here. Let's go ahead and get the initial evaluation. Tell you what I think. There's not so much hops on the aroma at all. It's an English style IPA, and in terms of the aroma, I think it's a little bit less than it's a lot less than I expected actually. I get sort of just a hint of spiciness, and just a sliver of grassiness. Getting some toastiness on the aroma as well. Let's go ahead and dive in, give it a sip. Getting more of that spiciness. Really, I think the taste matches the aroma, where it's a little bit spicy, a little bit grassy, and more of those, that toasty now becomes more biscuity, a little bit of caramelish, but yeah. You can see it's a little bit hazy. I went ahead, threw in a little bit of gelatin in the keg, usual routine, and we'll see how this turns out in about a week. It's okay. It's not like over the moon or anything for it. It's definitely not like an IPA punch that you would expect from a West Coast IPA. It's very much in line with the English style IPA. So it's okay. I think it'll be a nice, easy drinker. Definitely something that, you know, will be drunk, but probably if I have a hoppy beer in the Keezer, this won't be my first choice. But it's fresh. It's got to be drunk. It will be drunk. That's the way it goes. Anyways, enough about that. We'll come back to that another time. Control panel. The control panel that I built is sold. Why is it still here? Well, was supposed to deliver it, and the guy was supposed to come pick it up on Wednesday, but something happened. So he gave me a sizable down payment, and so this is his. This is gonna go this week. We're gonna meet up this week, and it will be delivered to him. I'll get the rest of the payment for it, and then immediately go order a microscope. So that's cool. In order to celebrate, I'm going to take the opportunity to say thank you very much, Todd Oshie, an old shipmate of mine who lives in Seattle. He gave me this when I was there in February, Consecration. So this one is, let's see, the date on it is, so if I go day, month, year, that would be February. No, it's all, yeah, it's going to be month, day, year. So February 11th, 2014. So let's go ahead, crack this opener open, put it into the glass, and share the experience. Oh boy. Now this sucker's coming in here, aged in Cabernet Sauvignon barrels with Currants added. So yeah, and this guy's coming in at 10% ABV. Boom, some smoke. Let's go ahead and pour it all in. Boom. Gotta save the dregs. Oh man. Oh wow. That's nice. Let me take care of this. Alright, here we go. Look at that sucker. That's just gorgeous, dark like a tart brune. It's beautiful. The aroma is dark fruits, but also cherry-esque. Sign of a vinous sort of aroma as well. Just pleasant, like a nice, you know, a warm, fruity dessert. Let's go ahead and dive in. Cheers. Thanks, Todd. Really appreciate it, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just the right amount of pucker. Oh yeah. Oh man. That's just wonderful. Can't see it, but it's a fair amount of carbonation in it. More of that cherry and currant sort of flavors just coming through. Just, it's all just so robust. It's a nice light body, some acidity to it, and yeah, cherry and currant, boom, right there. So this week, putting the panel up for sale on Facebook, I wasn't quite prepared for the conversations that I was going to have. I don't know, you put something out for sale, you built it yourself, and you put all this effort into it, and then you put it up, and then it just gets blasted. It's like a frickin' sign on the side of the road that's full of bullet holes because people just want to shoot you down. Wow, that's the experience I had. Put the panel up there for sale on a Facebook group here locally, and I put it up for a pretty fair price, but I also said make an offer as well, right? So it was like, hey, this is kind of like the best price that I would get, but I don't expect anybody to pay that. It was around 15,000 NOK, but I said make an offer, you know, frickin' shoot me an offer. So of course the first comments that came in were like, 15,000 kroner? Are you serious? You can't be serious. You must have misplaced the decimal point or something like that. Okay, fine, I can deal with that. Just let it go. You know, I didn't answer it. I'm not gonna respond to that sort of thing. I mean, obviously, if the person read it, you know, it is what it is. So, some good comments came in, said, you know, lots of likes from people that I know on Facebook that live, you know, here in Norway. But then there's other comments that came in, and you know those people that start off those phrases like, you know, I don't mean to put you down, but blah, 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 and everything they say is just basically putting you down. There was some of that on there. And it was like, you know, I don't want to ruin this posting of yours, but I think pretty much everything that you've done in this panel is illegal in Norway, and you just can't use it. It's unsellable. Like, oh my god. Okay. Fucking troll number one. Big troll. Fine. No, it's not. It applies to all the local rules and regulations and countries' rules and regulations. It's a panel. It has some parts that are questionable because it comes from China. But no matter if you buy the parts here in Norway that have a fucking stamp on it, or you get them in China, they're all made in China anyways. Anyway, not my area, I guess. But hey man, you saw it on brew day. It was right there. It works fantastic. It works fine. In fact, I'm more proud of that build than I am that one. This one works fantastic. Has never let me down in the last 5 years that I've used it, and I expect that one to be just as rock solid. Yeah. If it's not, I'll put it out here on tape that I'm more than willing to help this guy with any problems that he has that, or even give him his money back if he wants to do that. There, I've said it, it's out there. Anyways, back to this fucking troll. This troll then tried to go off and actually quote and link to some documentation that specifically stated the opposite of what the facts were. Stating about, you know, if this cabling came out of here into the wall and was connected to anything after that, then it's completely illegal and it just doesn't comply with rules and regulations. First off, there's not a cable that goes into the wall. It's just out of the box. It's a box that you fix to the wall, but all of the power and cables come from the cables underneath that go, you know, through the house to wherever it is that you're going to plug it in at. And totally legal. Anyways, this guy was Trumpifying the whole fucking thing, and it just pissed me off royally. Todd, thank you so much for this. Anyways, I decided, okay, I'll leave it up there for a week. If it doesn't sell in the week, I'll take it down. I'll take the post down, and I'll be happy to keep this for myself. And then maybe sell this one, or donate it to somebody, a brew shop, who knows what. All sorts of things going through the minds. You know, there was no any proposition would have been a worthy one to pursue. Anyways, so it comes, and it's been a week, and I get a message on Instagram by the gentleman who actually ended up purchasing it, and he wanted to know a little bit more about it, so we spoke on the phone. And interestingly enough, he's tried to build one himself. He even bought the thermocouplers that I use from Spike Innovations. So he's going to be right at home with this. The thermocoupler is going to plug right into it, and it's going to work just like mine, and things should be smooth sailing for him the whole way. So really cool. Wow. I remember I got so stressed the first night the negative comments started coming in about it. And then my wife, so level-headed as she is, just sort of tuned me in as like, well, that's how it is. Welcome to the world of business. Like, yep, that's why I don't own my own business, because negativity is just not my area of expertise. Hard to know how to deal with it. Sometimes I don't like confrontations. I just back off and avoid it at all costs. But anyways, yeah, it is what it is. It's sold, man. Consecration in the house. Anyways, I'm just glad to have it all done and dusted, done with, and looking forward to the next brew day. Christmas is coming. There's no way that I'm going to have time to prepare a Christmas beer, but I've got all sorts of stouts stashed away. I've got barley wine stashed away. I've got all those meads up there that I got to deal with. I got a lot of beer. Just got to drink it. So the next beer that I'm going to brew, it'll probably be an IPA. It'll probably be an IPA, but you know, I'd like to get back into the Helles and also the Schwarzbier. The lagers actually were pretty nice. They're nice to have. You know, you have a few IPAs, very nice, but then you want something just sort of low key and mellow, and those guys really certainly hit the spot. So I'll probably do a couple of those as well coming up in the future. But that's all that's going on in my neck of the woods, guys. Yeah, what can I tell you? By Christmas, hopefully, or January, we'll have some microscope in the house. Maybe get some yeast wrangling videos out there sometime in the near future. That's what's going on in my neck of the woods. I hope you guys are having a hell of a week and have a better weekend. Cheers. Wow, Todd, thank you so much. This is freaking awesome. I owe you, man. I'll see you next time in Seattle.